Hello YouTube, welcome to HenshinTime. Today we are going to see a review of the Kamen Rider double Henshin driver. This one isn't the first one that came out, that's the reissue, the Super Best series as we call them. They are more or less, no actually there are normal DX versions, but this one gives some extra memories that back then you had to buy the toys, like the metal and the trigger one. So let's see a bit the box. We see double here in all its glory, some instructions and all the forms that you can get. That's more or less it. Here we have, actually let me turn it around, we have all the memories listed, pretty cool. So let's go to the actual double driver. It's this one. It's a bit peculiar in the sense that it doesn't take any batteries. All the sound effects and lights are coming from the Gaia memories. I also really love this driver. I mean, it's really well detailed. All the little details and cables here and there. It's like it came right from an experiment of some sort, some type of scientific experiment. Now let's take a look on the Gaia memories as well. Let me get them for you. Okay, let's take this a bit back. We've got the Joker, and the other ones. Okay, let's compare the different Gaia memories a bit. I start with the default Joker and Cyclone. What I want to show you is the tips of the memories. Though the Joker memory is a gold tipped one, while the Cyclone is a silver tipped one. In the same sense, the other memories go by the same style, as you can see. Now let's take a look at the memory. It takes 3 watts batteries. It has a button here that enables some sound effects and light effects as well. So let's try and Henshin with the default one, Cyclone and Joker, so you can see how it looks like. Okay, once you pressed the switch down, you hear the standby noise. We also get some light here and there, but it's a bit weaker on the Joker one. And in order to complete the Henshin, we just pull apart the 2 places here. Okay, what I really like here is what they've done in this part. By opening this compartment apart, the light will fall on both sides and mix in the middle, so it's a pretty cool effect really. Before I continue with the other memories, I want to take your attention to this little thing here. This is actually the maximum drive slot, so you put a memory here in order to hear the finishing attack sound. So let's pull out the Joker one, put it inside, and then press the button. The Cyclone one works as well. Okay, as you noticed, the maximum drive effects are different for each memory. So let's go to the next one, the heated metal. We can see that those are a bit brighter. Really bright actually. Pretty awesome, I really love this driver. It was also my first item in my collection. So let's go. Okay, you noticed that the metal does a swinging like sound. This actually happens because it originally came with a metal shaft. So it was made to have a swinging attack sound. Wow, pretty devastating. And the final one, it's a Luna and Trigger combo. Before I proceed, I want to tell you that you can mix around silver tipped with gold tipped, but you can't mix around only silver tipped or only gold tipped because the sound won't be synchronized and it will be a messed up thing. You won't like it at all, believe me. Put them inside again. Again we get a really cool effect and also a really cool color, yellow with blue. For some reason I really like the light down there the best actually. So let's go with Luna. Put it in the maximum drive slot. And finally, let's hear the maximum drive for the trigger one. Actually, that's cool and disappointing as well. You will see what I mean now. We get a really cool standby sound, and when we press the button, we hear this. Oops, that's a dud. Kind of disappointing. Of course, that's because normally you have to put this memory in the trigger magnum, the gun that W had, so that you can have a proper gun sound. I want to put inside again the Cyclone and the Joker memories. And properly de-henshin actually, because the thing that I was doing so far is just to pull the memories and put them in the maximum drive slot. Normally you just close that W sign again and pull out the memories and hear a deactivation sound. So that's all there is to it in the W driver. Actually, I really love this driver. I mean, it was also my first toy. Kamen Rider W was one of my favorite riders as well. I think that the reason that this thing is still super best, it makes it a bit cheaper than the original, while you get extra memories as well. So if you want to collect it, be my guest, it's a really must-have item. Anyway, that's all. Thank you very much for watching this episode of HenshinTime, and look forward for more amazing videos.